Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Cupcake Smasher here, bringing you another video, and we're back on the level 1. I've dropped considerably just because, oh my goodness, every time I play it's so hard. But I wanted to talk to you guys about level 1 pushing, kind of explain what it's about, and why I think it's one of the best forms of pushing. Now, of course, I am the world record holder, so I might be a little bit biased here. Maybe just a little. But you gotta understand where I'm coming from. This whole level 1 is the best stems from level 1 just gauges skill. Obviously, I'm going to collect some more cards than I could before, but anytime you're a level and you get higher than any other level, you're going to get more cards. So we got to kind of get away from that. I'm collecting more cards. Yes, I have cards that no level 1 really ever gets. But that's okay. I mean, I'm not doing anything to intentionally slow my level. I have all level 1 cards. That's the thing. All level 1 cards. Level 12 and level 1 are the only levels I really like with their records because those are the only ones where you truly, every single person has the same level cards. Never is that really represented in the rest of the game. Level 7, say I'm a level 7, and I am a level 7, but say I only upgrade some cards. You can see White's deck, for example. He has level 4 epics at level 7. That's ridiculous. That's one of those gemmed decks, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But he has such an advantage over me. I have level 2s, and at most, my most is level 3. I can't compete with that, but that's what I'm saying. Level 1 really gauges skill. Level 12 really sort of gauges skill. They still are gem decks, and can't get over that yet, but that's where I'm coming from. But other than that, let's talk about how you actually do it, because this is probably one of the biggest questions out there. How do you push level 1? I mean, it's kind of weird, right? Like, How are you supposed to do this? And let's get into a battle example, but first I kind of want to explain. You got your baby dragon. That's a staple of probably every level 1 deck. You got these little troops. These are distractors. Arrows are to clean up the mess. And then you got your really tanky units. Your prince, your giant skeleton. Balloon, really I shouldn't use the balloon, but I do because I love it. But let's get into battle and I'll kind of explain what's going on. So here we are, guys. We're in battle now against Vanguard 09. He's a level 6. And I'm going to just kind of explain all the thoughts I have on this. So he's going to start with a Goblin Hut. I love Goblin Huts because this means they're putting a lot of their resources to one side. So I'm going to throw a Giant Skeleton here. This is what you got to do. You got to keep him on one lane. So that Goblin Hut, it won't take down my tower, so I'm fine ignoring it. You got to keep him, though, just on one lane. You can't also... there's so much I want to explain. But right now... the reason I'm not going to engage that hut is because if I do, those goblins will just kind of stack up on one side, and it will make it impossible for me to stop because there will be just so many coming at me. Now, again, here you can see that giant skeleton. The reason I use him is because he's basically the same as a giant, but one more, and if I can get him to the tower, that's a guaranteed 700 damage off, and you can see he's stacking these huts on the opposite side. That's really good for me. That's really good for me. So let's go. Here, we got those minions coming at us. We're going to arrow to try to weaken the minions, and now our balloon will be set to get through. That's, again, you just got to play strategically like that. He's throwing a bomber. Don't know what his plan is with that. And our balloon does make it through, and we're doing pretty good. Now I'm thinking Valk Prince. He hasn't shown any reason to do it as far as a skeleton army or something like that. But we're going to throw Valk Prince. He's actually going to commit to the other side a little bit more, and that's not what you want to be seeing. You want him to keep on this one side. Luckily for us, though, we have enough, and we're going to be able to tank through and get that one tower. And now I'm going to throw my baby dragon and limit his damage on our tower. And you can see we are going to end up actually ahead of him on the damage. And, like, look at that. Look at that. We have more less damage left, and we have, like, the levels of damage that we can do are so different. Now, here we go. I'm stacking skeletons and spear goblins. Now, these minions get tempted over, and that is not good for me. I'm going to end up having to throw a giant skeleton. That's something I don't normally do. Those skeletons and that, whatchamacallit, I forget what. Those skeletons and the spear goblins, they normally can just tank for you. So, the only issue there, minions got lured over, so we had to deal with it. Now, baby dragons are locked onto each other. We're doing good work there. Now, I'm thinking let's throw a balloon over top. Kind of hope for the best. Normally, so how that giant skeleton drops the bomb, normally I like to throw some skeletons on top of it, get all the troops that were on it collecting. But unfortunately, it's giant, it won't get distracted like that, so I can't do anything. But now we've got his center tower down to 500 health. He's not going to be able to win this. And that's what you're going for, guys, is 3 crown victories, because if you're going to try to just go for the exchange, it's not going to happen. Sorry. It just, you can't get it. It's too hard. I tried to do Dirty Expo, tried to just pick off 2 towers, but it is just not possible. And here we go. We're going to finish off the battle right here with this balloon. There it goes. So that's the first example. Let me get into another, and we'll continue just kind of talking this through. And again, guys, I'm pretty low right now, so I'm sorry. Low at level 1, 1,000 trophies. This is kind of the area I was with the Dirty Expo deck. This new deck that I use, my favorite deck, and then here we're just going to distract. And now we have a Goblin Barrel. That guy actually has some pretty decent strategy. We're going to be able to deal with it, though, because we have the Prince and that giant skeleton there. But this is kind of the range I was at with my Expo deck. Now Baby Dragon can deal with these minions. They're level 1, so boom, one-shotting all of those. Now level 7 normal minions. Okay. But that giant skeleton, he's going to clear the way for us, get that Baby Dragon a couple more shots, and there it is. That's all it is this exchange. You have to, another thing. So first of all, never engage towers. If you do, you're going to die. I'm sorry. You just can't let those troops collect and swarm you, because you can't deal with the swarms of troops very well. At any other level you could, but this is not the way to do that. Now, again, we want to limit tower damage. Don't be scared of tower damage, though. If you're scared of tower damage, you're going to end up just taking way more than you have to. But then also, if he's swarming you, that is a good thing that you want him to swarm you, because that means you'll be able to collect your units. You don't want them to die. That's one thing you have to stress. You need exchanges where your troops do not die. You can't just play it how I like to play it, which is, okay, I killed all your troops. My troops may have died, but I can now come at you. That's not how you can play it. You have to play your troops are alive afterwards. The only ones that are expendable are the arrows, the spear goblins, and the skeletons. Obviously, the arrows are expendable, but you know what? Just gotta clarify. Okay, now we're gonna go Prince and Valk here to deal with the Goblin Barrel. If he would have split it like last time, we would have had it perfectly. Instead, though, we can't. Goblin Barrel is probably your biggest enemy because your arrows can't clear those goblins. The way I normally like to play it is I swarm with skeletons and spear goblins, trying to isolate each of those goblins, and that makes it so they can't hit the tower, and hopefully you'll be able to take it down. Here we go. He's coming with this Baby Dragon again, and he is not learning at all. I keep dealing with this stuff, but he's persistent. So I'll give him that. He is very persistent with the cards he's playing. Now we have a bunch of stuff collecting, but fortunately for us, the Baby Dragon will keep it all there, and that'll blow it all to smithereens. Now we're going to do a rush. Well, this is a very rare, just playing out of the blue rush. He's going to throw a Musketeer. Hopefully this Prince will distract from the balloon, and no, we are going to be closing it out here. 30 seconds left. Now it's kind of defensive mode. You could go for another crown. I sometimes do, but that's kind of where you get into some trouble. So we're just going to throw a giant skeleton. And he is throwing a Goblin Barrel. Oh, my goodness. Yes, and we get the Valk perfectly. See that? There it goes. 2 of those goblins just got distracted anyway. And now he's coming with the Prince on the opposite side. We're going to throw skeletons. We're going to throw out a good game. And we're going to win this one. And yeah, this is just wrapping up. Let's throw the Prince. It doesn't even matter. We just get another win. That's a level 5. That's all. But hopefully, guys, this helped you out. I mean, tell me if in the comments if you want some more details. I definitely love level 1 pushing. I think it's one of the best parts of the game. And I wanted to show you. I did re-up my record, 1356. Oh, yeah. Got that record. It is so awesome. Hopefully, guys, this did help you out. If you did enjoy, make sure to like it up, subscribe for more. And until next time, this is Cupcake Smasher, the level 1 world record trophies. I'll see you guys next time.